Welcome to the show. It's lunchtime live on an off week Friday. Lunchtime live 2:05 here for the savage vibes. I promise I'll be back with more lunchtime lives next week. We've been locked into the evening shows most of this week, but we're back for lunchtime on a Friday. Get ready to kick it off with what we'll be bringing next week. You understand? What's up? What's up? What's up? Lunchtime live, Jay in the house, bro. It's 105 by me. Yeah, I was chilling this week off lunchtime live. I was just laying low during the day. Yesterday, I reset, recover, refresh. I took Jersey to go to the eye doctor. You know what I'm saying? I had business to take care of. And now we're back on business. Next week, back on business. 8 weeks straight of business. I had a nightmare last night. Chat. I had a nightmare that the UFC was only back for 1 week. Then there was another off week coming, which I was going to, flip shit about. It was tragic. You know what I'm saying? I saw Tom Aspinall. Exactly. He was there at the eye doctor, man. He was there. Yo, shout out to the besties in chat. All right. How you in Jersey, bro, meet? Actually through a mutual friend, man. Blame me for work being 32.2% longer. Hey, Beans Vault, Lunchtime Live will be back next week. Don't worry. Lunchtime Live will be back to the usual schedule next week. Sorry, this week I just laid low. I did the evening shows. No, I don't think that Tom Aspinall is fighting. So we're going to definitely touch on the possibility of Tom Aspinall's title being stripped. I put in the title of this stream, Aspinall title drama. It's not confirmed that he's being forced to vacate, but the word on the street is he's been asked and he has agreed. But I have no actual credible sources, just hearsay by MMAX or Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So, yeah, remains to be seen whether or not this is true, but odds seem rather high that the side of Tom Aspinall is going to be vacating and then making a comeback 2027 against probably the winner. Yeah, the sources are the rumor mill. No, I didn't see the video you sent of John Jones running, but I did see that video. He looks turtle speed slow. Listen, but he can still fight. Tom Aspinall, I think he said he'd vacate the title, but like wants to be released. So he's saying like, I'll vacate the title, but then release me from the UFC. That would be fucking weird. I don't think they should release him. No. Dude, he'll get creamed in boxing. It's the worst decision ever. Tom Aspinall is going to go down as the biggest bust ever if he decides to go to boxing. I am telling you, if he fights against a world caliber boxer, if he fights some bums, he'll win. But if you put him out there versus some of these modern heavyweights, he's going to be knocked out. He's not going to win in high level boxing. He will get a ton of money. He will. You're right. He'll get a ton of money. He'll be the former UFC champ that never even won a championship fight outside of the interim. Him and Gane in boxing. Can you imagine they set that up? I think Aspinall to boxing, though, if he did fight Ngannou, that'd be huge. But they should do it in MMA. DBX should throw all the money they have at him, bro. They don't have enough money for him. No, the heavyweight division's not cooked. It'll be okay. It'll work itself out. We need an active heavyweight champion. Hasn't happened in a long time. UFC just got rid of Jailton Almeida. I think that's a sign of good things to come. Jailton was on a $135,000 contract. So essentially, Jailton Almeida was costing the UFC way too much money. If I'm in charge of the PFL, if I'm getting Almeida, I think you have to. I do recognize he's kind of boring, but trust me, Jailton Almeida will not look boring if he's fighting shit bums. If Jailton Almeida is fighting low-level heavyweights, he's getting finishes. So, like, if we look at the PFL heavyweight division landscape right now, let's look at the PFL heavyweight division and let's actually have a discussion. How boring will Jailton Almeida be in the PFL heavyweight division? Bro, where the fuck are the rankings for PFL? All right. Heavyweight rankings for the Professional Fighters League. Vadim Nemkov, number one. Henan Ferreira, number two. Dennis Gotslov, number three. I'm looking at the division. It's a heavyweight division where number six in the world is Nascimento. Carl Williams, number 10. Honestly, fuck, I might be taking it back. It might end up being a boring time. Damn. Well, the heavyweight division in PFL is cooked anyways. I would say the champ, Vadim Nemkov, is fun to watch, but outside of him, really not the vibe. Corey Anderson's at heavyweight. That's kind of interesting. This PFL Madrid card going down Friday, March 20th is actually the best PFL card I feel like I've seen in a while. It's just the prelims, nah, but the main fights on the card, like Costello Van Steenis, Fabian Edwards is cool. AJ McKee should destroy Adam Borish. Shablai versus I don't know this guy, Duquo. I haven't seen him. He's from Brave. Linton Vassell Gotslov. I guess you know what? They need to sign Jailton. Hey, KZ. KZ, at the end of this video, I'm gonna link up your video. Or at the end of this stream, I'm gonna link up your video. I was watching it and I was dead ass laughing through majority of it. It was really good. It was a W vid. It was like I was literally just watching. I'm not even joking. And it was a good ass video. So yeah, I will make sure to shout it out at the end. I'm gonna try to get you some more likes on it. I'm watching the video, KZ, and I'm like, I think KZ deserves a lot more than 17 fucking views. Like it kind of pissed me off seeing that he didn't have at least 100 on it. So at the end of this, I'll link it up. KZ, you know what I think you should do to help build your content? I think you need to bring the same based energy to Instagram Reels. I think that'd be a good idea for you. Yo, Steven Salisic, my guy. Holy shit. $50 on a fucking Friday with no fights is crazy. That is a fantastic dono. Bro, Steven, thank you for the $49.99. I really appreciate that a lot. Absolute savagery. Let's go. W, man. W. W. Thank you, bro. I feel like he does get knocked out by Gregory Rodriguez. Yeah, I don't think he beats Gregory Rodriguez. RoboCop fucks him up. The problem with the PFL too is like I don't know what the hell their plan is with time slots. They're doing events in Europe. Like none of it makes any sense to me. None of it makes sense to me. I don't know. Big W to the dono, bro. Last Saturday between Propaholics, my own research, going with a little intuition and all the content you put out, made the perfect algorithm 3 weeks in a row for a very successful night. I love to hear that, bro. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you kicking it back. I'm glad you're using the shows as a tool to your success, man. Fuck yeah. I think Olberg versus Yuri does have to be the fight at light heavyweight. Yeah. Davidashvili answered my question. Sorry, Brayden. I didn't see it. I was hyper fixated on the dono and hyping up KZ's video. It's a good video from KZ, bro. It's a genuine good video. I was proud of him for it. If they do Alex versus Gane and Islam Ilya, the White House car would be sick. That would be fucking insane. I mean, Alex versus Gane could main event the whole thing. Rampage sent his podcast that he would be mowing through current light heavyweight guys and said he would KO Ankalaev. Who responds to him saying he fears for Rampage against current unranked welterweight Sam Patterson is fucking hilarious. Yo, Rampage actually said that on his pod. If you put Rampage Jackson in the modern heavyweight division, I don't know if he's running through those top guys, man. Yeah, Rampage is fun though. You heard Leal will be a most confident pick? You heard wrong, bro. No, I don't know about the Leal fight. I could see myself pick flipping it. Do you see the Marab Jacuzzi salesman video he posted about Jan? I saw that. Yeah, that was funny. 2 chances for 3 division champions will be perfection for a White House card. Honestly, Swerve, it's not an outlandish take. I mean, he didn't knock out Forrest Griffin, for fuck's sake. You think the White House main and co-main has to have at least 2 Americans fighting? Does it for sure? It should. That's why, in their dream world, Alex Pereira versus John Jones would have been it, but I don't know about Johnny Boy. No, Hamzat's not getting cut. He's not getting cut. What about Dustin Jacoby versus Rampage Jackson? How does that fight realistically go? He lost to Forrest Griffin, who literally doesn't know how to fight. Like, I don't think Forrest Griffin is top 15. I think Forrest Griffin could potentially get chinned by fucking Junior Tafa. Straight up, I think Forrest Griffin gets chinned by Junior Tafa. I think the new era of heavyweight or light heavyweight is way better. I know. I think Jacoby 29-28 is live. Rampage maybe with a takedown. Maybe. Favorite 3-legger for the Texas card? I don't know yet, bro. I don't know yet. I don't want to rush that out. We're not even on fight week yet. It's like we're early, bro. Ugh. Oof. Hamzat normally does not fight like Jailton Almeida. Hamzat is not normally like Jailton Almeida, bro. What was the question you asked, Braden? The question Swerve had asked about Rampage? Damn, yeah, I didn't see. I'm sorry, bro. Sitting here crying as the Tom Aspinall cards become worthless. At the rate he's going, they will be worthless. If he gets let go of by the UFC and he decides to go to boxing, yeah, that card, put it on the fucking shelf as a what could have been. As a what could have been, bro. Not a what was, not a what is, a what could have been at best. Hey, make sure you guys run the likes up, man. Let's break into the 20 like mark for the first 15 minutes. You dumping all your Tom on eBay right now, but dude, I feel like you're not going to get a big bang for your buck on it right now. Jones with the hips. Is he still going to be elite without hips? I think what it could do is it could stifle his wrestling. It could stifle his wrestling attack. It could inhibit the threat of the knees. I think Alex Pereira is a terrifying fight for John Jones because if they are striking, the technical difference is pretty crazy. And a heavyweight Poetan is unlike any challenge John Jones has ever faced. You know, if you look at his run, the guys who gave him the most trouble were tall. And Poetan is fucking tall. And Poetan is powerful. The heaviest puncher John Jones will have ever faced. I think that Alex Pereira could really be that kryptonite for the John Jones style, especially a modern John Jones. That's why I think there's a true possibility that John Jones decides against making this return. He talked about he wants to fight Alex Pereira. That was his dream fight after the last one. Let's see. Let's see. I think John Jones, if he does have one more, it's got to be the Alex Pereira fight. And as much as people were shitting on John Jones, the ducking Aspinall situation, Aspinall is so heavily hated right now that it really doesn't fucking matter. Like, people have forgot about the John Jones ducking thing. We're thinking, oh shit, does he fight against Poatan? I think we all want to see it. But to be fair, they could do Cyril Gane, and that's still a sick fight. That's still a sick fight that everybody will be hyped about. That's still a fight that I want to see. That's still a fight that we all want to see. It's still worthwhile to watch, and it'll still be fire action. You know? It'd still be good shit. It's still fuego. I'm still very down for it. He's been battling it for a few years. You can take pain meds and shit to numb the pain enough to use your hips for 25 minutes for sure. That's true. You're right. 25 minutes, some fucking cortisone shots, and he just gives it all he has, bro. MMA fans move on quick. That's just how it is. It's always been like that. Yo, what's up, Pepino? Good to see you, bro. What's up, AJ the Slime? How's the day going? I'm feeling good. It's a nice afternoon, Michael Maloney. Little off week Friday action. Having a good time. Wink C's fighting? Really? Where? I'm shooting 20 takedowns and throwing endless kicks to the hip bone if I'm Poatan. Poatan trying to wrestle? Dude, I think Poatan's left hook. Psh, I think he ain't gonna shoot one takedown. Wing C's doing karate combat? What? Is it a pro fight? Wow, he's making his pro debut in karate. Jailton Lee from Spring Hill, Florida. That's near me. Never heard of him. Shit. I don't know this kid at all. Flyweight fight? I mean, that's still a cool chance here. Bro, I'm going to tell you right now. It's karate, right? Wing C's a good wrestler. Him going and doing karate is kind of fucking crazy to me. I feel like, dude, I feel like doing karate's a bad strat. I don't know. This kid's supposed to be an amateur Muay Thai champ. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I'm thinking there's a possibility, a chance that Wing C is fucking chinned by a head kick. Some stupid shit. Yo, you leave at 5 a.m. tomorrow? I know you're going to have a massive W lock streak next Saturday and come back. Hey, Stormy, I will have you here in spirit, bro. And then you'll be back whenever you can, bro. I'm really happy I went live this afternoon. All right, I'm sending you the best, yo. Guys, give Stormy a nice bit of W support. He's heading off to the military, man. W Stormy Normie. The mod status will be here waiting for you whenever you get the chance, bro. But all love and looking forward to you, stepping into that next phase of your life, bro. So W Stormy in chat making it happen. Low-key night streams are better. You be too low energy and tired for lunchtimes. You peaked at night because you're a night owl. You seem kind of tired and zoned out right now. Damn, bro. No love for the fucking lunchtime lives, bro. Wow. I'm actually offended. Listen, the night streams are the fucking shit. I'm not arguing that. But I'm going live right now because why not do both? I'll be back on business with all the streams next week. Lunchtime, evening time, all the time. Lunchtime, evening time, all the time is the best way to spin it. I'll be doing Moneyline during the late night on Monday. So then I'll do lunch Monday. Tuesday, I'll be doing the late night focus, probably a video Tuesday afternoon, possibly a lunchtime. Pretty good shit. You're watching at work, just got to seem busy. That's the fucking way. I really want to watch a karate combat card tonight, mainly because I want to see the fucking half man versus the heavyweight man. Walter Walker versus Zion Clark. Is Finch's surprise going to be his new child? Possibly. Possibly. I mean, it's due this weekend, so I don't know. We'll see if Moneyline even happens with Finch on Monday. I don't know. I'll let you know. I don't know yet. I haven't heard anything. He probably texts me. Did they vacate Aspinall's belt yet? No, but the rumor mill is it's on the way to vacating. It's on the way to being vacated. It's on the fucking way out. He's on the path to being no longer a UFC champion, which I think is deservedly so. Dude, Ode, the problem is for Ode is Idris pulled out. Ode was going to get his ass too. Alibi Idris pulled out the other day. He bailed on the fight. Fight's canceled as far as I know. It's still listed on Tapology, but I'm hearing that that fight is off. Maybe that was a fake rumor, but I heard that fight was out. Guess we'll keep an eye because you never know what the fuck is true these days. There's a lot of bullshit amongst the fucking mess, you know? Ode supposedly got another opponent, exactly. Wing C, 10 days older than me. You thought he was in his 30s? Nah, bro. He just got an old face. AJ beats Wing C right now. I mean, probably got about 80 pounds on him. He's you know, he's solid though. Like he's good. Wing C solid though. He's not a bum. I mean, I'll tell you straight up, like if it's just boxing though, I guarantee like not even a problem. Like I'll be chilling, bro. I like Jake Paul versus fucking Tyron Woodley his ass, you know? I think Wing C wins, bro. I'm rooting for Wing C all the fucking way. Dude, so the rumor mill is they're not 100% on Aspinall vacating the title yet, but the rumor mill is they came to him and said, listen, we want you to vacate the title. We want to move on. Dude, Aspinall and Petrino, sick. Sick. The Volta Walker fight is really happening, but it's not a fight. It's a grappling match. Who's Jacoby Smith's opponent now? They finally got him one? I got to do updated picks on Sunday then for the new card. I was just waiting. It doesn't say he's got a new opponent yet. He still got it as canceled bout. I'm not seeing anything yet. They found him a replacement. It should be announced soon. But that's it. No guarantee. Most people rather watch UFC prelims rather than boxing. I mean, bro, UFC prelims are normally better than the fucking main card. How often do you watch the prelims and it ends up being better than the main card? Happens a lot. Does Petrino sub Aspen like Denzel? Dude, he might. But the thing about Petrino is he's got the low IQ. Adrian, when you get a chance, you watch Guru's video on John's legacy. There's a lot of screenshots showing the crazy size difference between John and old light heavyweights that are really modern day welterweights. A good vid. Is it recent? Like he posted it in the past couple days? It didn't come up in my algorithm, bro. Oh, it's an old video. Bro, I got to finish the fishing with Bryce video. I was enjoying the fuck out of that. The fishing with Bryce was cool. No UFC this week, Jay. No UFC this week. We're back on it next week with an insane amount of content. I didn't go content crazy this week with videos, bro, because I won't lie to you. I said to myself, let me just chill. Let me just chill. Let me enjoy this one off week because I don't know, bro. I don't have many off weeks this year. Like, it's not going to be like last year because the UFC gave us off weeks to start. We have confirmed events going from next week. All right. So that's 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks in a row, guaranteed. Guaranteed 9 weeks in a row. Starts next week. Potentially more, which I love though. I'm happy we got UFC 9 weeks in a row. This is going to be fucking great. Right. Every light heavyweight that gave him fucking trouble was big. And that's why I think if Poatan and John Jones is booked today, I think I'm going to predict that Poatan beats him. I think I'm going to go for it. Yeah, the fucking long off week was tough. We know what the typical UFC off weeks are, right? It's right before Christmas and stuff like that. So, forthcoming. But I think there's a card. I think there's a card that they're going to announce. Look, if you go on the UFC's website, they're saying Sunday, December 21st at 7 a.m., UFC Japan. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but if you go to the UFC website, they have a slot for a UFC Japan card on December 21st. Nothing's been confirmed. We haven't heard anything, but this exists. So, possibility that there's a UFC Japan card on the 21st. That'd be sick. That would be cool as fuck. Gane movement will give Alex problems, but Gane's definitely going to be suspect to get caught by Poatan. It's a great fight. Exactly, bro. In Japan, they must have reserved it a year in advance, bro. December 21st, they have it. It's like you look up UFC Japan and scroll down, you click, and it's there. It's like no info, nothing. I haven't heard the UFC talk about it. But I think the UFC is doing an event December in Japan. They're going to Canada for a fight night the 18th. The Canada fight night the 18th. That's good to know. Yep, Ottawa. Jazz Davicius, Corinne Silva booked. And Vologdin versus Castaneda, which we knew. Burns Malott should be there, but I don't think that's main event worthy. I don't think that's a main event. That shouldn't be the main event. Dude, Gane versus Pereira would be perfection. Bro, Gane versus Pereira, I love that fight. Like, I'm fine with no John Jones or Aspinall. If we got Pereira for the vacant belt versus Gane, I'm cool. Van Tyra, it's either, but the thing is, they wouldn't do Van Tyra all the way in December. That's the issue. The issue is the timeline. So I don't know. It's a pure speculation if that's actually really going to happen the 21st, but I think it is. I think they're doing UFC Japan December 21st. But what I'm saying is really where I was going with all that is there's not many off weeks for the UFC. I mean, we got 9 weeks in a row. Very well could be 10 plus weeks in a row. UFC Shanghai booked for August. The White House card already booked for June. There's a fight night in China on May 30th. I'm happy. More cards, the fucking merrier. You can't actually make the argument that Gane's movement gives the problem to Pereira when Pereira has 3 wins over Adesanya, has 3 times better footwork and movement than Gane. The biggest difference is just simply the size of Ciryl Gane. But it's not like Ciryl has the knockout power. You know, his claim to fame has been his volume, his accuracy, and his movement. I think Poatan at heavyweight matches up so fucking well versus Ciryl Gane. Like with the Tom Aspinall fight, we can present this argument forth. Okay, Tom Aspinall has a very decent ground game. So it's like maybe he gets Poatan to the floor and beats him up from top and threatens with a submission. But ultimately, I must tell you guys, I don't think that it's a mismatch, Aspinall and Pereira either. I think Aspinall's grappling skills are slightly overrated. And I think that Pereira's grappling defense is pretty underrated. I just presume that the Aspinall versus Pereira fight would only happen if first it was a Gane fight. Like, I don't think Tom Aspinall and Pereira is the next fight. I don't think Tom Aspinall is fighting until late this year into next year. There's rumors he's still having division issues and shit like that. So, yeah, him fighting in the next 6 months, unlikely. I think maybe in the next 10. I think maybe he could get in camp over the next 6 months, maybe 7 months even. I think we see potentially end of the year fight. Tom Aspinall makes his return for the title. I'm sure they'll give him a title shot. And if Pereira goes out and beats Gane, that sets up an Aspinall Pereira fight, which is huge. If Gane were to win, that rematch is huge. And, you know, if John Jones were to come back and do the Pereira fight, which I'm not confident happens, I don't think he would fight Aspinall after. I think that that will be his last dance. And if John Jones were to get knocked out, there's a possibility John Jones retires off that, or they would just run the rematch. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Aspinall might be fighting Gane next for no title. If John Jones and Pereira do fight and Pereira goes out and beats him, I would be hard pressed to say John Jones doesn't attempt to get his one real loss revenged, right? For the legacy that he's had. Like, I have a hard time seeing him. Nah, he's just out. Aspinall, no comeback. He wants to be released to go to boxing. He's thinking about dollar signs going to boxing. But the ultimate reality is he will not have success at a high level in boxing. I'll tell you right now, in the heavyweight division of boxing, I'm going to bring up the top 10 there, and I'm going to see if he can compete with any of these guys. So, number one heavyweight in the world, okay? Usyk. No argument. Number two, Daniel Dubois. Okay, I don't know if he's really number two. Number three, Fabio Wardley. I'm not liking the chances. Anthony Joshua 4. Or no, excuse me, Parker 4. Anthony Joshua 5. Ajit KBL is undefeated. Philip Hrogovic, Olympian. Moses Aitama, crazy prospect. Jalei Zhang, Richard Torres. It's hard to say that Tom Aspinall fares well against the top guys. I mean, maybe he would fight like a Derek Chisora. Like, that would be his entry into boxing. I don't think he would fight his boy, Tyson Fury. You know, it's just Tom Aspinall in boxing. The only fight that really jumps out to me would be maybe he boxes Francis Ngannou or, you know, Deontay Wilder and attempts to get a heavyweight title shot. But, bro, he's not going to fare well. He's going to get crushed. You guys will see in boxing, his defensive flaws are exploited. His explosive ability with the 4-ounce gloves, okay, allows him to, you know, blitz forward with the chin up high. I really think he would do bad in boxing. I really think it would be a terrible decision. I know financially it seems like the right move. And if he does go down that route, more power to him. I'll watch. But my God, I think that he is on the cusp of doing something massive with mixed martial arts. He would be on the cusp of just some dollars in boxing. And I'm sure they'd give him a big fight. I'm sure if he won, you know, against somebody first. But the issue is what happens? What happens if he fought Derek Chisora and got knocked out in 6 rounds? It's over. You know, so is the first fight going to be Tom Aspinall leaves MMA and fights Usyk for the title? I don't think they would do that. Is it going to be Deontay Wilder? But what happens if he gets clipped? Is it going to be an Anthony Joshua fight? What happens if he gets knocked out? Is it going to be the Ngannou fight? What happens if he loses? Like, it could go terribly fast. Yeah, sure, he could make $10 million, but that would be it. Right. He would be leaving right before the good part of MMA. Like, the Poatan fight is sensational. The Gane rematch is intriguing. I guess the no naked fingers in the eye thing is nice. I think if Tom Aspinall went to boxing, I presume they're gonna give him a little bit of a setup fight first. Like, I don't think he's gonna get the Francis Ngannou first fight is, Tyson Fury. I think they already said Tom leaving is fake news. I hope it is fake news. But I think he should be stripped of the belt. They have to move on with the division. He never even won the belt. He got promoted to champion as the interim champ. So I feel like it's fine. Strip him. Swerve J matchmaking for the Canada card. Brendan Allen versus DDP. Perfection. Burns Malott. Perfection. Yup. Jazz Vicious Silva on there. Kyler Phillips, Charles Jourdain is a good break into the top for Jourdain. I like that. Coutinho, Lewis Jourdain. They should put the brothers on the card. Yeah. Bro, it's good matchmaking. I like that a lot, Swerve. I think those fights make so much sense. And it favors the Canadians. Dana won't allow the money he can make from Tom to go to waste. Dana will make something happen and flip the situation to make money. See what happens though. I don't know. Dana's also hyper fixated on boxing. And I'm not saying he's gonna sign Tom Aspinall to box, but I don't know. Who's a more legit champ, Van or Aspinall? Fuck. Oh. Ah. Gane cannot be rewarded for what he did to Tom. I know he shouldn't be, but he is like the next available challenger, unless they decided to give Alexander Volkov or Where's Waldo the title fight. Waldo versus Pereira for the vacant title, though? I don't know. I think it's got to be Gane. Dude, Brendan Allen versus DDP is such a sick fight. Such a sick fight. I love that matchup. Aspinall did legitimately win the interim belt and defended it. It feels like Aspinall is more of the realistic, legitimate champ, even though he never won the belt in a proper championship fight. He was promoted to champ. He won the interim belt legitimately. Yeah. I mean, listen, Van's win was a fluke. We need to see Van book for a fight ASAP. ASAP. They let John play with the belt that whole time. If they strip Tom, they're fucking up big time. Thing is, if they strip John and go forth with Poatan as champ, I feel like it's a numbers thing. And then, Tom gets a title shot as he returns. Are there any plans for DDP or Hamzat right now? DDP versus Brendan Allen just seems obvious. I believe that fight will happen. As far as Hamzat, in a normal world, he would be fighting against Imavov, but like they don't want to fight each other because it's Dagestan versus Chechnya. Do you believe Tom requested his release and returned for vacating? No, I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I find that hard to believe. I don't want to believe that either. They're saying, do you see the rumor that Josh Hockett is fighting Curtis Blades? I don't know. I feel like I'm getting a lot of bullshit on my feed. Like, I don't know. I'm scrolling through and it's a lot of BS. I think it's a lot of BS. I don't know. It all looks like bullshit. A lot of BS on the timeline. One of the coaches at my gym is Cody Travanchik, and I hope he gets on that card. I'd like to see him debut against a solid name like Miles Johns or Cameron Smotherman or Colby Thickness. I think him versus Thickness is the way to go. I think that's the move. Yeah, I saw Ethan Ewan versus Estevam. Is that at 125 or 135? You can't wait for Hamzat to decide to move up. I feel like you should defend the belt, man. The Fertitta days were definitely the prime UFC as fight fans. Only 1 to 2 cards a year. Give me that same feeling. I understand what you're meaning on that. They did build up the cards in a manner that made it feel bigger. Yeah, I get that 100%. Also, chat, make sure you guys smash the likes. Let's get 30 likes up in here. Kyle Nelson versus T Rex, bro. I think that T Rex is going to knock him out in the first 2.5 minutes. Does Justin make it out of round one with Ilya? I think he could. But it depends on the strat. If he just tries to slug with him, which very well might, like he did with Patty, I don't think he stays up. I think he's going down. Your countryman Conor McGregor made the UFC what it is today. The Mystic fucking Mac. Nate Diaz wants to come back. Nate Diaz versus Dustin Poirier. They need to book that shit at the White House. Fuck it. Nate Diaz is flipping off the crowd. That's the only issue, though. What about Nate's behavior? Shabazian versus Iron Turtle? Dude, I think that Shabazian should be so much faster. Iron Turtle's a tough customer, though. But I feel like Shabazian can stop the wrestling and out kickbox him. If Kyle Nelson survives 2 minutes, yeah, he probably wins. But I just don't know if he will. I feel like, dude, I don't know. The way he cracked Duncan, like, I don't think Kyle Nelson could survive that onslaught. I'm thinking of the Steve Garcia fight. If you put it on Kyle Nelson, you can put him out. You hope T-Rex is minus 150, taking under 0.5 rounds all day? Dude, I think it's so live. Connor versus Dustin, White House. Connor, Dustin 4. Let's go again. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have big expectations of that, but I guess Dustin Poirier is an all-American guy, so that maybe they want to put him at the White House card. But I think Dustin Poirier versus Nate Diaz is the fight. Iron Turtle was having issues with Ismail Nardia early on in the fight on the feet, though. So I think Edmund gave him the same stuff, but stuff to take down. Exactly. Exactly. I think that Edmund is too technically sharp, and I think that he would find a lot of openings on the side of Jun Young Park. And I would anticipate he able to do some damage. I don't know if he knocks him out, but able to do some damage. Fight ends in round one is perfect with a fucking T-Rex fight. It's either 2.5 minutes he wins or 4 minutes in he's tapping out or getting stopped with ground and pound. That's really the only way. The only way, Jay. That's the only way, Jay. Who wins in MMA? Colby versus Bo? I'll go Bo. Bo's too big for him. Too fast, too primed. Wins the decision. I think that's the way. That's the way I think it would happen. Decision. That's what makes the most sense to me. On the distance. On the mark of the motherfucking distance, dude. That seems more likely than anything else. Oh, 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 oh. Obama versus Osama on the White House lawn is crazy. Who am I picking? I'll go Obama. You think Colby has more heart? I don't know, D Truth. You got age of your first round sub versus Guru. I appreciate the confidence. Hey, I was 194.0 today, bro. Almost down 15 pounds in total. It's pretty sick. Making it fucking happen, bro. I feel a lot physically better, man. A lot physically better, bro. The body is feeling good. Energy levels are higher. Everything. I feel like a certified cult gangster. You know what I'm saying? Tom hasn't been out for that long. Hamzat and Pereira have been out much longer. I mean, the thing is, Tom, eye gouged. I mean, it's not his fault. He got eye gouged. He's going to be out for a while. Timeline of return is shit. AJ takes Guru's back after vicious strikes and a knee that puts him down. Going full fucking T-Rex on his ass. How many takedowns does Fluffy get on Sean? I think he lands at least 4. I say 4 takedowns is likely. Very likely. Highly likely, actually. I just checked, and Machida, Rashad, Shogun all listed at 6'1" and below. I think with their build, they'd be modern day 70 pounders, giving guys like Morales and Shavkat. I think Rashad, definitely a middleweight. Shogun, a middleweight. Machida was a middleweight towards the end of his career. I don't think Rampage gets down to anything below 205, though. But yeah, I mean, if they went extreme weight cutting, I could see Rashad Evans at 170. But I think 85 makes sense for all of them besides Rampage. I don't know. I think Rampage is a little bit heavy boned. Do you think Gable Steveson can run through the UFC right now? Run through is a strong word. Can he beat a lot of guys? Yes. And I think his wrestling ability will cause nightmares for many amongst the, I don't want to say elite of the elites yet, but amongst the bunch. No, I didn't watch the halftime show. I did not. I was no halftime show, Jay. Just chilling and relaxing, bro. You know what I was doing during the halftime show, actually? I was editing my video for Sunday. I was like, all right, I got to get this shit in. I wanted to focus on that. I was like, I don't need to watch football. I caught the end of the game. It was terrible. I am a Zin menace, yes. Any plans for Valentine's? Well, yeah, me and Jersey got a nice day planned. I'm going to take the day off from streaming, rest, reset, recover Sunday. Assuming they announce Jacoby Smith's new fight, I'll have an updated prediction video. And then Monday, we're back on business with the usual flow. We'll make it happen. And then hopefully we have news Tuesday. I want to do some videos. I got lots to say. My chat. I got a lot of ideas in my brain, I almost have this strategy where during the off week, because I know I have minimal amounts this year, I'm forcing myself to do less so then I do more when the UFC's on. Valentine's with Big J. Let's go, Jersey girl. I see you. Yeah, it is your last Saturday with Baby J for a while. We got 9 weeks in a row confirmed now, Jersey girl. We'll see if it's 10. I'm just happy we have UFC every week, man. It's a nice feeling. Every single week we get to watch the beautiful violence. Come on now. This sounds fucking fantastic. Crazy how John Jones and Cyril Gane completely ruined Tom Aspinall's career. Tragedy. Maybe, they work together to ruin his career. And Usman beat Rufi. Usman Nurmagomedov we don't know how he fares in the UFC, but he does pretty good outside of it. I'm not giving any credit to these fucking PFL guys. Like, I think he's good, top 15, sure, but I don't know. I don't know, man. PFL is not the UFC. What do you think about Guru versus Arman went? Not surprising it went like that. I mean, Arman Sarukian is a world-class fighter. Fluffy by decision feels right. Unless Sean's on a higher level and Fluffy can't mix up the takedowns, something tells me Sean's higher level opponents will make the difference. Sean by decision. Sean by motherfucking decision. I'm thinking that Fluffy gets him. I think it could be a decision. Bro, I think Paramount's amazing, Thai Nation. I don't get the complaints, bro. Marcus Perez did finish him, and Marcus Perez is actually doing a fight tonight in karate. Karate tonight, Marcus Perez. From the UFC to the Pillow Fighting Championship to Karate Combat, Marcus Perez has been everywhere. I think Fluffy is like the Mario Batista of 185. Given that most of the old 205ers on John's resume are modern 85ers, where do you think guys like Rashad, Shogun, and Machida are in today's middleweight division? That's a good fucking question. Okay. Let's use Rashad Evans first. Rashad Evans at middleweight, he beats a Bruno Ferreira for sure. I think it's a lot of stylistic matchup what ifs. Like, I think if he fought against Paulo Costa, he might get knocked out. RoboCop, he's live to get knocked out. But I think if he fought Renier de Ritter, you know, he might have a chance. But I would probably pick against him. Machida, I feel like Machida's looking at back end of the top 15. Shogun, the difference with Shogun is he's a crazy motherfucker. The difference with Shogun is he's just violent. He comes forward and he throws fucking bombs. But bro, his ground game was not that good. Renier de Ritter strangles him. Renier de Ritter is like the modern day better version of like Forrest Griffin, you know? Dude, I think he's barely top 15. I'll be honest, fuck, man. When you really ask me to be analytical and compare, I don't think that those guys run it with the elites of the elites today. But, you know, I'm comparing their old skill sets versus modern. It's tough. I'll say this. I think Ankalaev would have been a really tough fight for John Jones in his prime. I think Yuri Prohashka would have been a fucking nightmare too. Shogun versus Delidze is close. Yeah. Zahuber minus 500. Zahuber shouldn't be minus 500 against anybody. Daniel Zellhuber shouldn't be minus 500 against anybody on the UFC roster, bro. Daniel Zellhuber is not that good. He's a good kicker. That's about it. He's fun to watch, but he's not that good. Bobby Green's live to pull it off. I think Green is a huge underdog. It's kind of crazy. Why is everyone saying Tom might leave the UFC? What am I missing? I mean, the rumor mill went out that the UFC is going to strip him and then he's going to request his release as part of the deal. But truth be told, you know, we don't know if it's real or not. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. It's a lot of garbage, bro. It's like a lot of fake news on MMA Twitter, bro. Reports are suggesting these MMA Orbit. Tom Aspinall has been asked to vacate his UFC heavyweight championships are false. MMA Orbit said that is false. But there's a lot of unknowns. Aspinall saying how he hates the business side. don't know. I guess it's like maybe they're not going to strip him and that's all hearsay, but now he's saying he hates the business side, you know? There's a lot of speculation. I think it would be rather okay to strip Tom Aspinall of the title in favor of setting up something better. That's why, in the title of the stream, I did title drama. I didn't put title stripped because we don't know for sure. There's calls for him to be stripped, and it's understandable. Poatan versus Cyril Gane for an interim heavyweight belt is also a possibility, and I don't hate that. Just got off work, and I come home to my expert stream. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, W Mixtapler, my boy. What's up, bro? The interim Gane doesn't deserve a real title shot. See what happens, bro. It's more, if Aspinall is confirmed to not be fighting this year, do they say, listen, we'll give you a title shot upon the return, but we got to keep this division moving? I mean, the heavyweight division, bro, it doesn't move. The heavyweight division doesn't fucking move. Tom Aspinall, heavyweight champion. Promoted to heavyweight champion. Before that, Stipe got a title shot. John Jones was out for years. The heavyweight division has been frozen, dude. March 4th, 2023 is when John fought Gane. Wow. And then November 16th, 2024, he fought against Stipe. That wasn't even a deserved title. There hasn't been a legitimate championship winning performance since March 4th, 2023. That's kind of fucking crazy. Then before that, it was January 2022 when Ngannou beat Gane in a fair fight. So we've had one legit championship win, two legit championship wins dating back to 2023, 2022. And then we had, a no contest recently. The Stipe fight really shouldn't count. The division doesn't fucking move, guys. The division is frozen in time, dude. Hey, W Mystic KO. What's up, bro? Sneaking the phone at work. If they ask to say Big J is live, and they'll let you pass. It's a shame these true middleweights had to fight a 6'4", 85-inch reach John Jones. The saying that's what Jones' legacy is built off, beating 5'10", one-dimensional guys. Listen, he still was dominant regardless. They were at that weight class. Hey, W Mixtapler for the $2, bro. You didn't have to, bro. He says, I'm broke, LOL. But here's a little something for you. What a fucking savage, bro. W Mixtapler, man. You didn't have to. I appreciate the $2, though, man. It's very generous of you, my boy. Thank you, dog. Colby shouldn't be ranked either. Bro, Derek Lewis is in the twilight of his career. He's done. The heavyweight division has sucked in the 2020s. It sucked. The heavyweight division has sucked. It's a division that's always kind of had weirdness. Savage J, what weight class do you fight at? Probably 170 or 55, bro. At the end of the day, John beat who was in front of him every time other than Reyes, and that's all he could do. I just think the resume is a bit overrated given how small and limited those guys were. Very valid. His best wins were Daniel Cormier, I feel like. And the Cyril Gane fight at heavyweight. You're good, Mixtapler. Feed the kids first. I do got the Sean Brady build. You're right. Like I said before, Derek Lewis went from hot balls to no balls. Fuck. Valid. Unfortunately, Howard. Yeah, he's falling off hard. The downfall of Derek Lewis to be studied, dog. The tragic downfall of D-Lew. But it's not really surprising. He's in his 40s. Which is why I slightly give the edge to Islam on my GOAT list. I think so. I mean, listen, and especially if he goes and wins again against a legitimate challenger at welterweight. I get it, bro. Dude, I feel like Volkanovski's still in that GOAT conversation, though. Regardless of some losses, it's just he's fought savages, modern savages. He's beaten the old era, the new era, and how he beat Max Holloway 3 times. I feel like Volk is low key. He's not the GOAT, but he is the GOAT. Like, you get what I mean why I'm saying Volk is kind of the GOAT? Like, I get why he wouldn't be because he lost a couple fights. But if you look at Volkanovski, I mean, fucking resume, spotless. Destroyed Chad Mendez, who fought for the belt twice in the old era. Destroyed Jose Aldo, who was a dominant champ in the old era. Beat Max Holloway 3 times, who is still an elite contender today and was, one of the GOATs of the division at featherweight. Beat Brian Ortega, beat Chan Sung Jung, beat Yair, beat Diego Lopez twice. If then he goes out and beats Movsar Evloev or Lerone Murphy, it's like, yeah, there's the Islam losses, but that first fight was fucking insane. Islam's resume is nice too. I mean, you look at the career, has the win, even though it's a young Arman Sarukian, the win over Arman, the wins in a row that he's had have been spectacular. Beat Charles Oliveira, the Volkanovski wins, the Poirier win, the Jack Della win. I think greatest of all time, probably Islam, is going to sit at 1, but I feel like Volkanovski is 2. I feel like Volk is 2. And I think that the Ilya Topuria fight was a weird situation where he took it without much of a time to recover. I'm not saying it goes differently, but, what if, though? You have your top 4 is Islam, John, Volk, GSP. I think that's the top 4. I think that's the top 4. Looking forward to tomorrow night's fights and stream. There's no fights tomorrow, Mick Stapler. It's an off week, my boy. It's an off week, brother. I'm back on it next week. No fights tomorrow. I'm sorry to disappoint. But we got 9 weeks straight after this off week. Dude, McGregor versus Volk would be serious, crazy, psycho shit at the White House. I generally, no joke, rate Volk winning 2 rounds off Prime Islam 55 over GSP beating Bisping. Me too, because Bisping was not the best in the weight class. He ducked Yoel Romero and fucking Rob Whittaker. And I don't think that GSP would have beaten either one of them. Hello, bro. Can you tell him to swamp with life? I totally see it. I'm happy you're here, though, Mick Stapler. 1 FCs tomorrow. Who's fighting? Karate Combat's on tonight. I want to see that. You think White House card will happen or no? Yeah, it's happening. It's real. It's happening. I do think it was clear 3-2 Islam, as do I. But Volk put up a hell of a fight. Cop and Van main event Miami. Listen, if they main event it, that's cool. They could co-main event it. That's cool. I think Volk would have been a nightmare for McGregor too. Dude. Volkanovski's a GOAT, bro. Volk is in the top 4 GOAT conversation. The new Mount Rushmore of MMA is Islam, Volk, John, and GSP. That's the Mount Rushmore. I think it does deserve more sauce, Swerve. So what if we do this? Light heavyweight championship, vacant title, Yuri Prohashka Ulberg, co-main, Van Cop. Bingo. That's a dope card. That's a super card, man. That's a super card. The 50-year-old still have John, GSP, DJ Anderson. Yeah, they're holding on to it too hard. I grew up with that era. And I look at it and I say, man, Anderson Silva does not beat Dricus du Plessis. George St. Pierre, he could give a fucking fight to Kamaru Usman. I still wonder, maybe he could give an interesting matchup. It'd be a cool fight between him and Islam Makhachev. Like, there's still maybe he could pull it off. Whereas I'm like, I don't think Anderson beats, Plessy. I don't think he beats Hamzat. I don't think he beats, Fluffy. I feel like he could somehow beat like a Rainier de Ritter because he breaks, but I think he's taken down a lot. And then Mighty Mouse, I think Mighty Mouse versus Pantoja is competitive. I think if Mighty Mouse had to go through today's murderer's row, I think Brendan Royval is live to catch him with a knee and knock him out. I think Manel Kopp's live to do damage to him. I think that Muhammad Mokayev is live to beat him. I think, he's in for a tough matchup versus Tyra. John Jones versus today's light heavyweights. Listen, I think that Yuri Prohashka is a problem for him. Carlos Ulberg, problem for him. I think Ankalaev, Pereira, yes. But still, you could be like, well, we'd have to see. I think, if Islam wins a few more fights, he's approached the top 5. Have my top 15 right now, not above Stipe. Yeah, he's definitely above all. That's crazy to me. Yeah, it's such a close-minded thought process. It's so out of date. It's just not true. The GOAT conversation involves Islam right fucking now. The GOAT conversation involves Islam right fucking now, bro. Right now. People glaze the Kyoji win for DJ, given how Kyoji's looking today. Not considering that he was 24 when he fought DJ. If you rate that win highly for DJ, then you have to rate the Armin win for Islam. Right. I don't think you can rate the 24-year-old Horiguchi win like that. Nah. GSP was low-key boring. He was effective, man. Where do you place Ilya if he finishes Islam? Jesus. If Ilya Topuria beats Islam, I mean, they're going to have to do a rematch, but he's on the cusp of, GOAT status. But I'd like to see some more title defenses. Why I rate Vulkanovski so highly is years of dominance. Islam, years of dominance. John Jones, years of dominance. GSP, years of dominance. Competition as well has been decent for the side of, well, to be honest, I don't know. With GSP, is the competition decent? Decent enough. It's hard, bro. It's a tough convo to have because if you really put GSP versus Michael Morales, are we sure he doesn't get dusted? It's like if you throw these guys that were dominant in today's division, they might one-off beat some of the top guys, but they could easily get knocked out by somebody else. I feel like it's much harder to be dominant in today's era, which is why Islam's the GOAT, which is why Volkanovski's right there. Like, John Jones never went up to heavyweight and fought Cain Velasquez. He never fought Junior. He waited until, the next era. And listen, he did beat Cyril Gane impressively. It was a perfect performance. I don't know. Cyril Gane looked terrible, but I'm not confident Cyril Gane beats Cain Velasquez. I think the best HGH guy, maybe Shirk. Bro, like the stream, you slackers? Yeah, we do need more likes. You guys are low on the likes today. Give me 40 likes. I feel like the Oliveira win rates highly. I was talking to Jersey Girl last night, and I was thinking, I was like, I always have a hard time picking my favorite fighter of all time. And I was thinking, like, yo, is it really Charles Oliveira? But I just lose sight of it. Because I remember being a kid watching Charles Oliveira making his UFC debut, walking out with his lollipop and his headphones. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? GSP struggles against Gary Prates, Islam Morales. Completely agree. You think he beats Jack Della? John waited until Kane, Brock, and Francis left to move up. Well, they were supposed to do that Brock Lesnar fight at one point. Brock Lesnar, John Jones would have been cool as fuck. You kidding me? How cool would that have been? Brock Lesnar, John Jones. Holy shit. That would have been a fucking spectacle. Yeah, I know. The GSP best wins is true. I feel like GSP's best win for me might be fucking Nick Diaz, dude. Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz was a bad motherfucker. The Nick Diaz fucking army. Volk got robbed against Islam. Give him that win, and he's still the best. I don't think he got robbed against Islam. He lost, but he gave a great fight. But no, I don't think it was a robbery. I don't think so. I won't say it's a robbery. No. Guru's funny as fuck, yo. Guru is the certified John Jones hater. And honestly, I'm here for it. It's great fucking content. Trained by night, MMA expert by night, all day. Hey, W of R, my boy. My boy, I appreciate you, bro. I'm waiting for somebody to give me my Nick Diaz, Joe Rogan moment. You know what Joe Rogan needs to do? He needs to have Nick Diaz on his fucking podcast. That's what he needs to fucking do. He needs to have Nick Diaz on his show. Let's hear from Nick Diaz. Like, what are we doing? I want to hear from Nick Diaz. What's going on with Nick Diaz these days? Let's do it. Luke Thomas did a video talking about scrapping the heavyweight division. I think he means, bringing more, which, listen, it's a good take. I get what he means. He means overhauling it, not actually deleting it. Who am I picking for the karate combat card? I'll do blind karate combat picks. You ready? All right, karate combat tonight. We're going. Uriah Hall. Shit. I'll go this Shanzad kid because he's always in karate, and Brandau's an old MMA fighter. We'll go probably Volter Walker. Wow, yo, Costa's coming back. Vitor Costa. Shit, versus Perez. I feel like Marcus Perez is gonna beat Vitor Costa. You guys remember Vitor Costa from Contender? He's fighting. I don't know with Franca and his opponent. I don't know his opponent well. Guy's from New Zealand though. Has done some karate before. Got some wins. Let's see how many fights in karate Franca got. I don't know with that one. I feel like maybe Franca gets a decision, but it could go the other way. Coin flip. I'm gonna go with Wing C to win. I think he pulls it off. A former Brazilian boxer fighting Claudio Ribeiro. We go Ribeiro. I think. Damn, bro. Roybert Echeverria is fighting Elias Garcia, former UFC fighter. I'm going Roybert Echeverria. Roybert's pretty good. Those are my calls, bro. Blind karate combat picks. No research or anything like that. There's the karate combat calls. We'll see if I'm right. Nick Diaz talking about the belt is crazy, but I would like to see him do maybe a boxing match. Hey, what's up, Doug Funny? Good to see you, bro. Dude, a Nick Diaz pod would go fucking crazy, man. Yeah. I really want to see Nick Diaz and Joe Rogan talk again. Why the fuck not? It's crazy to think nobody has been able to beat Yair in the UFC without being forced to implement grappling. It's actually an underrated striker. No one just whoops him on the feet. Dude, I will tell you, even though I think the Diego Lopez fight makes a ton of sense, Jean Silva versus Yair, that's a cool striking match. I feel like, dude, I feel like Volter Walker might lose. I feel like he might throw the fight. Like he might let the kid tap him out. Like I won't be surprised if he plays the game and he lets the kid get his back and choke him out. Right? Like I could see Volter Walker being very nice about it and like doing like a make a wish type thing and letting the kid get the submission on him. I don't know. I feel like he'll end up looking scripted. The kid's a really good grappler, AJ. How good? Does he compete in grappling often? I don't know, man. Don't you think those long range kicks of Yair can fuck John up? I know. I think you're right. I think John Silva would take him down, though. I think John Silva would try at least to take him down. Jasmine versus Corinne. I feel like I got to go Jasmine. She's got more dog in her. Ethan Ewing. Shit. I don't know what Estevam. Like Estevam wins 2 rounds, loses the third. Typical Estevam fight. Chandler said he'll out wrestle Armin and RAF. That's crazy. No way. You're pissed. You just tuning in. Hey, bro. Well, make sure you hit the like button, bro. At least hit the like button. Let's get 50 likes up in here. Wait, who's Ricky Tercios fighting, Doug? I didn't see the Ricky Tercios news. Honestly, yeah, cut Estevan, win or lose. Rumblings about Ilya Crawford and Zuffa. I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're doing it. Nah. Montez, Tercios is getting knocked the fuck out. Bruh. Tercios is getting fucked up. Montez is a bad motherfucker. Nah, he ain't. He's getting fucked up, bro. Yeah, nah. He ain't fought in a while, but Montez is dangerous, man. He's not getting grapple fucked. Montez reminds me of Ilya Taporia. I didn't see the Sean Strickland interview where he didn't seem all the way in it. Where is it? Hecher Souza versus Luan Lacerda. Love it. Give me Luan Lacerda to beat his ass, though. Or fucking Luan Lacerda. Give me Hecher Souza to beat his ass, not the other way around. Jesus. Right, Hecher Souza's savage. You're going to break Luan Lacerda. I hope they don't. No, I don't think the UFC is going to waste time letting it be a box. Fuck no. Yeah, no, the Octagon Pulse Ruben Carter stuff is all fake, but it goes viral. Never relax, AJ. I'm wide awake, bro. I'm not even relaxed at all. I'm not relaxed at all, Gray Shirt. Poor Josh Thompson got caught with a fake Ruben Carter post. They made a whole vid reacting to Tom asking for his reason. Did he actually? That's funny as fuck. Dude, I never make a video on something unless I look deep into it. Like I put Aspinall title drama in the title because that's truthful, but I don't know about him being stripped. Oh, I'm not opposed. Do I work on my own car? Car works fine. I don't. Hey, see you later, Keel. Good to see you, bro. I'll see you all next week, bro. I'm gonna be after it like a madman next week. Next week is gonna be streams galore, bro. Videos and streams galore. Disgusting amount of content. Too much content, Jay. It is a smart title, gray shirt. Jeff Neal might have been drunk during the Prates fight. You saw that he said he would drink 2 weeks. He would stop before the fight, but he was a drunk all year. What's my take on Strickland Fluffy? I'm leaning Fluffy, dude. I think Fluffy pulls it off. I'm going to the fucking Fluffy side, bro. I like Edmund Shabazi and Iron Turtle. I think Shabazian's slick. I think he gets him. Shabazian's a hard matchup for Iron Turtle. I feel like he stops his wrestling pretty good, outstrikes him. I think Shabazian does better when he fights guys that have good chins. If he rocks somebody and then he tries to stop him, that's where the mistake happens. You work at an old farmer's market, a local business, ordered 47 bacon, egg, cheese biscuits, helped my coworker with them and got them out in time. Not 1 penny for a tip. That's fucked, bro. Yeah, some people are like that, just assholes. J. Cole is driving around the East Coast, picking you up in a Civic to listen to his new album with him. If he comes to Florida, are you reaching out? I'm going to have to, bro. What the fuck? Tough goat Brad Katona. I train with him. He goes to my gym. He is a tough goat. Unfortunately, when he gets to the UFC, it just kind of falls apart. 2-time Ultimate Fighter winner and released from the UFC multiple times. Crazy. Parlay Pete, the views have actually gone up. It's bigger than ever now. We have more people watching than ever before. Because I think we have more fans that then want kind of a non-biased take too. I think that's why people like the fight companions, is because it's like the non-business side of it all. I think Tybura beats Volter Walker. Thoughts? I don't agree, gray shirt. No, I think Volter beats him. Come on, bro. It's Tybura. He's washed. Bro, I think Delgado's knocking Philly out. I'm going with McKinney round 1 over Nelson. Philly versus Delgado is a sensational fight. It is very cool. I like the matchup. Every single day at training, he's absolutely unbelievable, bro. He beats so many low-level 135ers. He should get back for a third time. At this point, I think a good route for him would be sign with PFL. Every time you spar him, it's beyond crazy. He's not in the UFC. Bro, he's good. He's good. Listen, he's very talented. It's just, oh, when he gets to the UFC, it just falls apart. I think he's got to go to PFL. Dude, Dreshki beat a fat Volter Walker, though. It's not the same Volter. Thank you guys for the bless yous and salute. Thank you. I think Hernandez wins. I'm picking him. I feel like Strickland's off kilter, man. I don't think it's the same Strickland as before. Also, chat, we're at 56 likes. Let's get 60 likes up in here. Let's get the like button moving crazy, bro. Let's do it. Do you think Cub Swanson beats Landwehr fight of the night? Will Cub retire on a win? Thoughts, AJ? I think Cub Swanson does beat Landwehr. I think Landwehr is looking slower than ever. Nathaniel Woods booked to fight Keita. Remember, Swerve? Yeah, Myron Santos. Oh, shit. Ugh. What about Steve Garcia Pitbull? He just moved back here full time. He was at SBG in Ireland for 2 to 3 years. He's back at home training where it started again and hoping for a third time. Listen, I wish him nothing but the best. He's an OG. Katona's, he's good. It's just, he probably beats Tercios and Smotherman, but they just send him out. I do think Garcia deserves better. He would kill Pitbull, but that could be the fight. Call me crazy when you think Cub Swanson has been fighting since the WEC days and Landwehr's the one slowing down with less fights and time of the game. It's just Cub Swanson still got some speed and he's got some good timing. I don't know. I feel like Landwehr is a guy that relied on toughness a lot. You know, Cub Swanson wasn't getting knocked out by Herbert Burns. I would pick Fluffy against Adesanya. Who should John Silva fight next? I mean, I've said it'd be awesome if the UFC said, fuck it, let's do him versus Steve Garcia, but I don't think they will. Cub Swanson, Aaron Pico. I think Pico's too much for Cub. Let's hope Strickland comes to fight and keeps the teep and jab. It's smart but boring. He will. Fluffy's going to look to walk him down, take him down. We'll see. It's hard to say with Strickland. I don't know where he's at. I don't know where Strickland's head is at, bro. Strickland's a tough pick to call, man. That's like his last two fights have been mid. The Paulo Costa fight, uninspiring. And then the DDP fight, he got dog walked. Will Fluffy finish Strickland? Potentially with the grappling late, but I could definitely see 5. What's up, Jay? What's up, Brook the Rook? I'm chilling, bro. Cub, dude, Cub can box. He actually used to do boxing with Timothy Bradley. Remember Timothy Bradley, former welterweight champion? Him and Cub used to train together, and you can see his hands are good. Strickland's nose was broken last fight. Cub is like the most savage of Unk status, though. He's the Unk every Unk wants to be, man. He's a savage Unk. He's a different type of Unk. He's an animalistic Unk, you know? He's Unk mode, savage mode. I gotta listen to this ESPN MMA interview. I'm gonna listen to it because you're telling me Strickland seems low confidence. Yeah, I don't want Cub against young killers. I want him to retire. The Jacoby Smith replacing, I don't know who it is. Who's the guy replacing Sukyun Ko? I haven't heard of the opponent. I've just heard that they have a fight for him. Dude, Villegas' call out of Cub Swanson was lame. Josh Emmett is a lot more sensible. That was a Jake Paul call out. Like, let me fight a guy that's absolutely towards the final phase of his fighting career. Let me call out a guy that, you know, doesn't have much left at all. Is Fluffy only minus 200 now? I thought he was bigger as a favorite. Oh, dude, he's minus 280. Jeff Neal at minus 190 is nice, though. I don't think Euros Medic is going to get Jeff Neal out of there. I don't buy it. I think Jeff Neal, Melky Costa going to show out. Like Deliha by knockout, too. Del Valle should destroy Levitt. I like Del Valle inside distance. I think he stops him. DDP is definitely fighting Allen. It's a perfect fight. It's a perfect fight. Josiah Harrell is fighting against Jacoby Smith. Where'd you see that? Kid's never lost before. Is this real? Where'd you hear about it? The muscle hamster. I didn't see anything about that, dude. Where can I find it? Because I want to confirm if it's real or not. George St. Pierre trying to tease a comeback? What the fuck? Wait, Connell versus Chris Duncan. What? They training together? Joshua Van has fight news. He says signed. Thank God. Van Tyra 327 in the works. Dude, it's crazy how much like people are just genuine pussies, right? So this guy's in an argument with some guy. I'm watching the video. Then some other guy sucker punches him. And people are like all recording on their phone, all hype, like, oh, you just got knocked the fuck out. I'm like, you got hit from behind. And you would probably be knocked out by the same punch. I don't understand the celebration. So strange. Harold was supposedly booked to fight JDM at one point. Where'd you see this though? That's crazy. GSP needs to stay at home. I agree. He should focus on grappling. I saw that video, Never Relax, AJ. It's true. You know the exact video I'm fucking talking about. The Muslim kid. If Lawler beats Moreno, what the fuck? I mean, he could. He could catch him. His striking is nasty, but you have cardio? It didn't look like it last time. Bro, it's all fake news right now. I'm seeing too much fake bullshit. Like, I'm getting annoyed at my feed here. It's all fake bullshit. Like, what the hell is this? That's wild. Check out the Octagon card tomorrow. Who's on it? CP3 retired, Chris Paul. About time. Real Kevin K posted it. I don't know if I believe him as a legit source. I mean, sometimes he's right, but he's kind of 50-50. Aspinall posted on IG. Good. Let's see what he posted on IG. Let's see what he said. Still in the game. That's him letting you know he's still in the game. Okay, that's good to know. Brendo, you say finally lunchtime live, Jay, but you haven't been here, bro. Where you been for the past hour and a half, bro? I gotta mute both of them, KZ. It's just they keep pulling up in my feed and it's annoying. And then it's like more likely to request you fake news shit. What the hell? Shit's stupid. Hey, make that money, Brendo J. Make that bread. AJ, thanks for making today go by 32.3% faster. Listen, I had to do it for you guys. I told you guys I do lunchtime on Friday. Making cheddar, Jay. Brendo, that's what's up. You're doing it right, bro. You're making cheddar, Jay. You know what I want? I want to make it rain with likes, Jay. We're at 64 likes. Let's get 70 likes up in here, chat. Let's make it happen. Bro, I'm looking at myself in the face, and you guys can't tell me now. You can tell I lost weight. Holy shit. I'm thin Jay up in here. Lean Jay. Is the merch dropping soon? Eventually. I want to get the UFC cards rolling before I consider any merch. You know what's dropping soon? A nice haircut for me, bro. Fuck. Which is getting annoying. Babyface J return? Nah. The beard is not getting trimmed. Fuck no. I got to keep the beard as long as possible at this point. Hey, W. Shane Shear, what's up, bro? I was Chubby J in December, bro. 100%. You low-key miss Thick J. Fuck, man. The fatter J. Oh, fuck it. Thank you, Jersey girl. Yeah, the babyface J is a good look, but I like the bearded babyface J. Yeah, pasta J, bro. Fucking lean J up in here. Losing weight like a menace to society J up in here. I'm just excited to get below 190 pounds, dude. At least you can grow a beard. I'm stuck with whiskers and shit. Bald and whiskers, bro. You might have to get like a hair transplant for the beard or something. It's a real thing, bro. That's funny as fuck, bro. The holy shit. Yeah, Judy should win easy, Jeff Dissatel. Chubby J wouldn't have locked Oban Elliott. Fuck, bro. Old bum. Old bum. That was a terrible call. Sorry about the old bum Elliott call. Sumo J, full fat ass J. Oh shit. What about six pack J? What about six pack and in shape J? What about that? That's what I want. Lean J, you know? Fighting shape J. That's what I prefer. That makes me feel better, bro. That's more the vibe. That's the vibe for me. Listen, you savages. Okay? You see what Donchenko said? Yeah, I saw him and Polyana Viana broke up. Listen, chat. Make sure you guys hit the likes. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good one. All right. I'm going to be chilling mañana, but I'll be back Sunday. Hopefully, they announce officially Jacoby Smith's new opponent and then Ode's new opponent. I'm going to have to do an updated picks video, bro. I can't just leave the one as is. I'm going to have to update this shit. So, updated picks, Jay, will come through tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm going to keep making magic happen, man. Next week, the content craze is getting crazier. We got starting Sunday, it's 9 weeks in a row, no days off from me. So 9 weeks straight, okay? From Big J. No days off. 9 weeks in a row. Absolutely bringing it. I'm excited as fuck. Trend will be live tonight. I'm excited for you. But before I go, I want you guys to go watch KZ's video and get a laugh because KZ absolutely torches Jailton Almeida and the lay and pray style. Okay. And I'll be honest, he deserves more than, 19 views. The video's solid. So go watch Lord KZ. Give him a check out. The guy's content is better than it gets view wise. And go give him a like. go give him a sub. Go give him some support, okay? I'll talk to you guys all, I guess, next week, but Sunday. This is tomorrow. I'm chilling. So we'll be in touch, my people. I love you guys. Enjoy the Valentine's holiday. And if you don't got a Valentine's date, listen, bro, get on Tinder or Hinge or Bumble. And I'm telling you, there's plenty of lonely girls for y'all. Okay. And they'll want to hang out. I promise you guys all can get down tomorrow. So good luck, peeps. See you guys Sunday. Bye.